All right, we live, man. Y'all know what we do. Always pushing help, well, better understand the self. Yeah, so shout out to Call Dog, man, in the chat, bro. What's good, family? You already know. Holding us down. The general is here. Salute, fam, man. We're going to get into it today, man. We are going to get into it. We got a lot of news we're going to cover. Hold up. Wait for everybody to get in here, but we definitely going to cover that. Some of the topics that we've been covering. But it's been a lot of trending news with home invasion with and then changed it. Then I got the title. So I'm gonna get it started. Ainswell, what's good, family? In the building, we in the building. Water gang, salute, family. Yeah, man, please make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. Tania, what's good? Mm, Y'all rules in the building. You put pissed at that viral dude. Yo, for real, man. Salute to everybody who held me down on that viral dude. Got a lot of people came over from that channel. So Priscilla, what's good, family? Jersey City, always showing up, man. We're gonna get to a lot of the stuff that's going on in the community, in the culture right now. And we're gonna tap into some of the foolish stuff. Salute, Tania. I mean, Levon, salute. One of the superstar. Man, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all my goal. It came through. All right. I was just trying to really put pressure on that dude for his community. I want his community to discipline him, and it was some people, shout out to Long Beach and Compton and everybody on that west side who was inboxing me, man, and sending messages was saying that he definitely deserved to be disciplined. And he definitely got things to be, he got problems he got to deal with because of that. So I'm glad I was able to push that narrative and let everybody in his section see, so we know that, they're going to have that talk with that dude. So it worked well. It worked well in my hands pretty much. So salute to everybody who watched that. But yeah, man, we're gonna go over some. They saying Flacco was behind some solving cases, and we're gonna go over some stuff, but we also gonna go over the policies, man. We always looking at policies. Yvonne said she was ready to pull up. For real, for real. Yeah, he was very hurt. He was hurt. Some of the stuff that I was saying in that video, I know was striking him, and he was getting people come on his channel saying that he couldn't walk through LBC, his community. So it was a lot of stuff I was saying that was challenging his whole street credibility. So he was upset, very upset. But I mean, it is what it is. He definitely was very aggressive, though. He was mad at me. He was butthurt. But we're going to get into that. Being worried that he may call in later. I'm going to open up the chat. He may want to call in and give his, I'm through with it, That Gucci Pooh Shiesty story, wow, too. I'm through with it. He said he was very uneducated on basic street etiquette. Very basic, yeah. And that's just what it was. FBA Convo. You putting the brother Tyreek in a bad situation around here, calling him a leader. He's not coming on. Right, man. They was saying now he trying to. Shout out to my boy though. Shout out to Supreme King, man. King Supreme them. They just sent me that Supreme was on Stand on FBA business, family. For real. Y'all know that's what I do, you know. A lot of people on the channel, though, shout out to people on the channel, they didn't want me to they was like, man, you shouldn't have jumped out on this live, but this dude kept antagonizing me, you know, and I mean it wasn't even antagonizing, it's just I'm standing on the business and I ain't really running from the dude. So hold on, y'all. His folks gonna holler at him. It made himself look weak. Yeah, for real. But yeah, we're gonna get on to some. We're gonna get on to the business.
Of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense.
Salute.
In this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
Yeah, so we can have a mute button. You right, man. Salute FBA Convo. Let me catch up on y'all. But Water God, you were being too nice to that nigga. He was talking greasy. Yeah, man. You know what? Before I jumped on the live with that dude, homie was just like, "Hey, man, don't get flagged on the channel." So I got kind of a YouTube policy. That's a lot of information. Yeah, they got a lot of information on that guy, man. But I heard one of Gucci security is off-duty cop. So he was there, so it's not looking good. But now Gucci being called a snitch. DN 3001, salute. Miss Jackson, salute to you, everybody who joined in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. Extra support, y'all know how we do. But yeah, you kept your cool. Yeah, man. I was out because he was in my seat. If y'all would have looked at the comments before, shout out to Tania though. You know, he was in my comments saying some things and was like, pull up, come to the, and I'm like, it's gonna be bad for you, and we was going back and forth. But I definitely wish I could have controlled him and muted him so I could have got my point off, but it is what it is. He need to pull up here, but my people don't want him. They don't want him here. They like, yo, it's not even worth it, man. So he's trying to get clicks and baits off of the blacksmith. Salute, man. Yeah, tried to keep it PG-13. Yeah, he don't want to tell nobody like where's his people from. So he's trying to do this hiding his lineage type of thing. It's weird. The virus, for real, man. Salute, man. But we're gonna hear about this 14th Amendment. Yeah, they sent me too. I gotta check that out, man. Of Red Supreme had went over it. This cat is a mark, straight up, man. Shout out to the people in Cali though who was telling it like, yo, this is not tolerated. And I just wanted them to get to that. Mama Lisa, can you hear me? Who was talking slick to my son? Yeah, my man, they right over there too in the West Coast. They don't know. I can have them pull up. Law enforcement partners. Dang, what you mean? The the bangers fighting for our lives. For real. But you know on YouTube, he could have just went left. And, he was upset and I wanted to kill him with the facts. I ain't even need to use that word. I wanted to beat him with the facts. And I ain't want to say nothing. That was too. But it was a good thing, man. A lot of people reviewed that. That's going on a lot of the channels are going to review that. And it's not favorable for him. Right. It's a lot of people reviewing that channel now because that stuff is getting around. That seemed to be trending news, so a lot of people came from the video from that too. So salute, man. Tetherweight podcast got washed away in the wave. For real, man. Salute, Don Jeter. Salute, man. You know how we do. Sister Soldier. Yeah, the family in the building. Pooh wanted that slave contract bad, but that's not how you conduct business. Hey, Pooh, man, look. That's how we supposed to been. Listen, we supposed to been not having them people play with us like that with them contracts, man. See, we got the wrong people in the wrong position. Like stuff like that. How them people been getting us out of money and contracts? That should have been done to the. It's crazy. Yeah, for real, bro. Like he didn't have to, but he was hurt. So that's the term, man. Hurt people. They want to hurt people. He went so low to like, bro, I'm dark. I'm more darker than you. And it's like, bruh, he sounded like a kid, man. Don Jeter, what I told him, I say, when I said repent, is there room for you to come back? Man, I was listening. Shout out to it. He has no self-control, man. Yo, I I was definitely just, trying to make fun of him and having fun with it. You know, I ain't want to really be on here. He was with it, but I ain't really want to make it like us just, even though it should have went that way, but I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted to be constructive. We just talking and a humbling moment for him. That's all I wanted. We got you, Mama Lisa. Tether did a review on that video just a minute ago. You got these tethers shook. They looking into trademarking Claude Anderson term NBA under Black American as Black immigrants. Dang. That's crazy. Shout out to DJ Biggs. If you think complexion determine how solid someone is, may the force be with them. Salute to DJ Biggs, man. Yeah, but y'all, the video that I'm doing is a lot of people is circulating just like the one on 19 Keys. A lot of people doing reviews on the video. So, at the end of the day, this was good. It was good for the numbers. A lot of his people came to the channel. So he made a fool out of himself 3 days in a row getting cooked by FBA. He kept moving the goalpost, deflecting. For real, Don Jeter. For real. He kept deflecting. So I'm glad that his neighborhood is checking him now. He got answers. People asking him for fades. Now shout out to Lavon, man. She sent me this video. This is how you supposed to talk about FBA. Even if you don't align with FBA, right? Let's say you don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like this is how you supposed to talk, about FBA.
Right.
They infiltrated and they want nigga shit. And then the gift is like now people are waking up like, oh, maybe them crazy Israelites on the corner was telling the truth. So it's sad that a white man, once again, got to be where we respect our information from, which I go back to why I like the FBA, because the FBA is some nigga shit. But I mean, but don't be, for those that's mad at the word nigga, it's in the Bible, Acts 13:1. The word nigga just means black. So when I say it's some nigga shit, I'm saying it's some black shit. Like FBA is some black shit. And that should be applauded. It ain't African, it ain't white,
Right.
it ain't infiltrated, and they want to isolate themselves. So I don't like that they separate some of my brothers, but I do like that they separate my enemies, if that makes sense.
Right, right.
You know?
If you ain't talking like this, it ain't making no sense. So salute, Don Jesus. Yeah, man. I wasn't able to see the comment section, but it was some brothers in my comments was like, man, look, it's a violation. He need to be disciplined. So I can't wait to see what happened to him in his neighborhood when them boys step up to him. He should have just kept his mouth shut, for real. It's bad business for him, though. Salute, Earl Thomas. Appreciate you, family. Yeah, this ain't a good time to be, they must be paying them pretty well. The cost of living is pretty high in California. So it ain't good business right now to be disrespecting the FBA, man. He had some people that was FBA that was watched his channel and was telling them like, yo, bro, I rock with you because we standing on against the Mexicans, but when you went with at FBA, you lost me. The one that was questioning about what is a psyop. Right. He couldn't spell psyop. But hey man, shout out to Tazar, man. I'm gonna play that again. This is exactly what he said. This is what keeping it real. This is what keeping it real is.
Wow. So it's almost it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift like, man, we've been telling y'all niggas they wasn't the Jew. We've been telling y'all. And then the gift is like now people are waking up like, oh, maybe them crazy Israelites on the corner was telling the truth. So it's sad that a white man, once again, got to be where we respect our information from, which I go back to why I like the FBA, because the FBA is some nigga shit. But I mean, but don't be, for those that's mad at the word nigga, it's in the Bible, Acts 13:1. The word nigga just means black. So when I say it's some nigga shit, I'm saying it's some black shit. Like FBA is some black shit.
So that's where we came. We know we original. We know that, the psyop part was attempted deflection by him. Yeah, man, when he was saying we a psyop, right? He wasn't trying to get to what he meant. He was trying to run away and dance because he know it's gonna be pressure from what he said because I brought up these points, He didn't want to answer it, and he said Tariq's not a gang member. So if Tariq was a gang member, it would have been a violation for him. That was what he was trying to imply. But you can't do somebody who, I guess somebody, because the Black Panther Party wasn't a gang. When they had COINTELPRO, Black Panther Party was a political party. Pinky Wells was good. Said, where your brother and father, and then dude said Nigeria. Tetherway said, I'm not answering that. For real, he didn't want to answer it, family. He want to keep it hidden for some reason. Like he ashamed of his heritage, bro. Yeah. They gonna press them, right? That's what I'm saying, man. They gonna press them. So it's all good. They gonna press them. So salute them. Now we're gonna let our people talk about this 14th Amendment. And we're gonna get on to this, family.
Passion in your pocket.
History. And that is why we don't like you and you don't like us, and that's great. You don't even take the time to learn our history and know, and you don't even know that if it wasn't for our 14th Amendment, you would not be able to come over here, have babies, and gain birthright citizenship for your children. And we're the reasons why you were able to even come over here and get a green card, set up shop, and send money back to your family. Why do you flee? Why can't you build in your own country? And then you want to say, oh, we come to America for opportunities. Why did you leave your country to come over here and do that? Answer that. We are the strongest ethnic group in the US that can't be touched. We're the only ones where if a news anchor says the N-word, they're getting canceled, they're getting fired, they're losing their income over a Black person. You're mad. We can't be touched. You're upset. We can't be touched. The amendment has been enacted for us, not for you, baby.
But there's a difference between giving citizenship to the children of slaves, the children of those subject to the Middle Passage, the children of sharecroppers, and the children of those who were once considered property, and giving citizenship to the children of people who crossed the border illegally, stay in taxpayer-funded luxury hotels. There's a big difference. My great-great-grandfather was born on a plantation, Rosedown Plantation in Louisiana. He had to join the Union Color Guard to gain his freedom. By morphing the citizenship clause into something that it wasn't meant to be, it's demeaning to descendants of slaves like me. We are talking about a direct descendant of a slave that earned the right to be in this country and passed that ilk down to his ancestry. People bled for it, and it means something. The purpose of President Trump's birthright citizenship executive order is that the citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment was never meant to apply to children of illegal or legal aliens. Allowing birthright citizenship to stay in place dilutes the citizenship of not just Black Americans like me, but every single American citizen that had to earn it the right way.
So what's y'all take on that birthright citizenship? Yeah, we in the building. Salute to everybody, man. I appreciate you, Mama Lisa, Don Jada. Everybody who been supporting. Yeah, we Steven, what's good, family? Yeah, I got my boy Don Jita on. Salute. He in. Hit that like button, fam. We got Don Jita. Don Jita, what's good, fam?
What's going on, Rob?
What's good, Brody? You know it's always good hearing from you, man.
For sure, man. I'm chilling, man. I've been watching you in this Tetherway podcast, dude, for the last few days, man, bro. He unhinged.
Unhinged, huh?
He unhinged.
Black Magic. Yeah, man. That was crazy. So what you like? All of that. Cause now it seemed like it was a little pressure. He tried to throw Red Supreme under a little bit. Like Red Supreme was giving me, so now it seemed like he had some undercover stuff to say about Supreme. Like he was the only one standing up for Blacks over there on the West Side. Just a lot of little slick stuff, in my opinion.
I've been watching it. I've been watching it from both sides. I've been watching Red live streams. I've been catching your replays when I be out at work and stuff. I be out at work or whatever, and then I catch your replays. And then I caught Red live today when he put you in. I caught Red live stream when you was on the live stream. Then I caught Red live stream when he replayed your video. And then Viral Ray Podcast gave Red Supreme love because it's West Coast stuff. I'm just guessing or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? He was like, Red Supreme, he indifferent or whatever. Which Red Supreme he is indifferent to a lot of stuff if you solid. If you solid, he gonna be indifferent. He gonna be indifferent, but man, bro, he been getting cooked left and right, bro. I wish you'd be able to find that video. I think it was a few days ago. What's today? Friday? Well, it's still Thursday. It'll be Friday in a few. For me, well, for us, we on the East Coast in a few minutes. But bro, it was a guy that came up there the other day. I'm talking about the first 10 seconds he cooked them. Cause he tried to use the analogy where he was like, when do flex call out anybody else except Africans? The dude wasn't prepared because he could have easily debunked that, but I understand when you on the live, your thoughts ain't at the forefront. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but he used the example of, hold on, what was the example he used? If I could remember vividly, he said flex call out Hispanics for, I can't remember because it was a couple of days ago. I can't remember what he said. Flex call out Hispanics for, but everybody in the comment section was like, it was easily debunked because that's the first thing I thought about. I said, bro, Flex just dropped the whole movie on microphone check about Hispanics trying to take over hip hop.
Right.
And I said, bro, he could have easily just said, Flex go at all races. There is no discrimination when it comes to FBA business because when you are FBA, you already know and you understand that it's us against the whole world because nobody is assisting us, nobody rocking with us at all in no type of way. So we really all we got. So when you listen to this guy, I've seen the guy podcast for probably about 2 or 3 months, and I did subscribe to him when I first seen him because these wasn't even his talking points or his topic. It wasn't up until I'm guessing when FBA lineage got on his radar to where he just like, I gotta pivot
Right.
because FBA topic is a hot topic. But it made most sense when the guy who had got on and cooked him in those 10 seconds, he said we pulled receipts. He started talking about his family and was like, your brother, he said there's 4 dudes on that podcast, 2 of them is FBA and the other 2 not. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I started thinking, I was like, how is 2 of them FBA and 2 not? And then he started talking about his brother. Then he started talking about how they got different dads and start saying that his brother dad was Nigerian. I don't pay attention to the guy, and I'm not the type of person that go do research on. I'm not no I'm not no YouTuber. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
just listening. I'm just listening. So I was like, man, that do make sense. And then when he started deflecting, he did the same thing he did with you, bro. He started
Mm-hmm.
moving the goalposts left and right because when you had backed him into a corner, when you told him like, it's off code to say that Tariq is a leader because anybody that comes from FBA culture, we know what they do to our leaders.
Mm-hmm.
We know that for a fact. That's what the thing is. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the chat room who saw that live stream, they understand where you was coming from. And he knew where you was coming from. The thing is,
Mm-hmm.
he just did not want to admit it because in reality, by him saying that, that makes him the police.
Right. For real. It makes him the police to everybody. And he in the game. That's what's crazy to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig it, but my thing is, I don't think he the police. I think he just taking it really personal because I think it's like it's had something to do with him personally about him and his family and his lineage. So just like Flex been saying, this delineation is whooping on him in a real way. It's whooping on him. And the only people that got a problem with what we got going on in our movement of delineation, because us being FBA is not a group. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lineage. It's a lineage. There is no leader. And then you brought up the example with the big U and Red Supreme had made a good. I don't know if you saw the live stream that Red Supreme just got off probably about an hour or so ago.
It was
When
telling
he
me about
said,
it. Oh yeah. Yeah, what he
yeah,
said.
when he said that Big U is not the leader of Rolling 60 Crips, but you see that Big U then got hit up in the Rico.
Right.
So what's the best thing they gonna do is they're going to use that Big U is the leader of Rolling 60 Crips because they want to stick charges on him. Big U is not big enough to have a whole movement because gang culture is subjective to specific areas. But
Right.
when you got the influence of an entire lineage, millions of people, everybody know when you dealing with them people, that's a threat because when you can control that many people, you control influence, you control political outcomes, you can control markets on what people spend their money at. When you know that people, when a person actually on code that got motion, everybody gonna be looking around like, yeah, what bruh's saying is making sense. But at the same time, we not gonna pedestalize it and be like, even if Flex is a thought leader, we still not gonna be like, oh, he's the leader of the lineage, because he's not the leader of the lineage. You can
At
be a
all.
thought leader, but not the leader of a lineage. Like he's not telling everybody what to go do, this, that, and the third. All he doing is kicking game and information to just be like, be aware of this, family. Be aware of this. I'm not telling y'all what to do, because he has said on his live stream, it's 49 million of us. If one person want to be off code, that's an individual that's off code. That's not everybody off code.
Right.
You did what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But like I said, man, I ain't gonna count to you. You did your thing, man, when you went up on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because you backed him into a corner because he wanted to try to just stick on this. What is a psyop? What is a psyop? And I was in the comment section when you was on live, and I was just like, bro, that don't matter what the psyop is. It's a simple fact that you trying to stick to a narrative and paint Flex as one thing, and then he got mad because you made a video about him and everything you said was factual because nobody that has our lineage has a problem with what's going on. And that's the bottom
Mhm.
line about it. That's literally the bottom line. If you're not of our lineage, you're not gonna like what we're doing. And
Exactly.
nobody has a problem with that besides Heather.
Mm-hmm.
I let
That's
my
how it
plane.
looked like.
Yeah, I let my plane with that. I see somebody else had pulled up. Yeah, I just wanted to say that a little bit. I just sit back and listen for a little bit.
For real, bro. You know, I always appreciate you coming up, giving us game. I always appreciate it, bro. So definitely, man, if you want to come back up, come back
No,
up
I
to
ain't
it.
leaving. I ain't leaving.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah. You just
I'm
gonna
just
let
chill
him.
and listen. Yeah, I'm just chill and
That's
listen
what's
for a minute.
up.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
say that a little bit though.
Okay, that's what's up. Ainswell, man. Let's get into that, man. I'm going, it was back and forth with dude, but what was your take on it?
Man, it was first shout out to Don Jeter because he was cooking, bro.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it,
Um,
big dog. Shout out to you too, man.
yeah, it ain't really hard to understand what the actual message is. You know what I mean? Who we are. It's the same message that everybody else got. Same
Mhm.
message that Puerto Ricans got, Africans, Belizeans. The same thing. We just foundational Black Americans, and it really don't matter. You know what I mean about the whole. That's the thing, that trademark line. When he's mentioned that, like, bro, that's not evidence.
That's no evidence.
Trade, man, every nationality is trademarked. Every last one of them, and no one is looking at any of these people who own those trademarks as the leader of any of those lineages. That's
Mm.
only problematic when it's us. You know what I mean? It's just weird how they keep going with that. That's a very weak talking point.
For real though, it is, family. It is.
Because you could look up all the other names, African American is trademark. Man, it's hundreds, but none of them is a leader. Why? Why is it just when Tyreek is the topic, is he's all of a sudden a leader? It's because y'all targeting him. And even if y'all didn't intend to target him, y'all doing the same work that the agents want y'all to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, Ainsworth, I
You're
want to
doing
ask you a
right.
question.
Go
They
ahead.
saying that he could not be like he could just have hate for Tariq Nasheed, but he's trying to tell his followers, people who support Tariq and sponsor his projects. He's telling them, "Oh man, y'all stupid. He robbing y'all." It's like somebody literally talking to your base of people and trying to tear down your name. How you feel about that?
Hold on, Rob. I
Yeah,
want to answer that real quick. I ain't mean to cut you off, big dog,
No,
yeah.
but
you got it.
I got a good explanation for that because he kept saying, so why Flex get online and say that, oh, he raised $250,000 in 3 months. And it's like, bro, that don't matter if he raised $250,000 in 3 months. It's a grassroots movement, and everybody donated to something that we support because it ain't like he Umar Johnson where we saying, well, anything Flex have done, he has delivered, bro. He has credibility. That's what matters, credibility. If he's saying, I'm doing this, family, Flex built a museum. You dig what I'm saying? He built the entire museum off of grassroots donations. And then he was like, oh, so why he want to go and tell dude that he raised $250,000? The thing is, he didn't bring up that the person he was talking to that day, he was like, the dude, because that's what tellers do, they pocket watch. He was like, you scamming people, you taking people money, this, that, and the third. He said, no, I'm not. Where am I scamming somebody at? And he was like, because you taking black people money and doing what you want to do with it. He said, when did I take black people money and do what I want to do with it? He said, you just took $250,000. He said, yeah, I did. I made $250,000 in 90 days. What's the problem? He said, you're a scammer. He said, no, that is money that's going towards a project that's on the Kickstarter account. If you know about Kickstarter, you have to have an actual LLC to raise the money. Just like he said, if y'all don't come up with the 250, it's gonna be refunded back to y'all. When Viral Way had brung up about Flex raising the 250,000 in the 90 days, he didn't say nothing about the Kickstarter and how it works and what the money was for. He just said that why is he flexing about him making $250,000 in 90 days? See, the thing is, if you're not of our lineage, you're going to have a problem when it comes to people in our lineage, because we're the most envied people on the planet.
Exactly.
And the last thing they need is for us to be on code. They're trying to paint a target on Flex back so they can get him up out of here. That's literally what it is. Nothing more, nothing less. I land my plane with that.
No, I'm with you on that. Ainswell, what you think, man? What you say about that? This lines up our alley. You know how we always talk about on the channel, you know, the people that's trying to undermine us. And that seems exactly what he doing with trying to make Tariq a leader. But give me your take, Ainswell.
I still think it's like overtly emotional.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's based on how you feel about somebody, and that's corny. We ain't got time. I don't agree with everything Tyreek say. You know what I mean? A lot of times I be wanting to go in that chat, yo, you tripping, you bugging.
Right.
Like I don't like the amount of time the word bussy is said on there.
Right.
I feel like he running that in the ground. You know what I mean? And I just don't like hearing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But besides the point, that's neither here nor there. What he's saying is factual. To the best of his information, he's standing on business. And I got to respect it. Anybody who's standing on business, even if you incorrect, you basically going off of what you know to be true in your heart, and you willing to see other people who might could put you on to something that they might give you a piece of the puzzle that you're missing. Like that's how we build. You know what I mean? We all come together and we put what we got on the table. You know what I mean?
For real.
So I'm still rocking with him. That 19 Fleas dude, he was a little bit too. I ain't like how comfortable he was trying to downplay like our intelligence is missing or something. Oh, it's about money. I don't want to make no money. Man, shut your goofy behind up, man.
Now, look, I got a question. He definitely heard. I got a question for both of y'all. William O'Neal, the dude who gave information to the feds so they can take out Larry Fred Hampton. It was reported. I read about this, but I'm bringing y'all a general story. So I wanna. The question is gonna come out of this. They got him from jail. I think he was a gang member too, and they got him out of jail. And they told him they want him to be around the Black Panther Party. And I think they only gave him like $300. So my point is the same thing that's happened to how they doing with Tariq Nasheed as far as spraying him out there. Do you think they're trying to frame him as a leader to bring him, you know, kind of put cases on Black people? Like, or do you think that's just what because we don't hear, nobody gets called a leader. I haven't heard any Black person other than Tariq Nasheed be labeled as a leader. Do y'all think this could hurt black people, you know, after them saying all this leader talk?
I don't think so.
Right.
Because my thing is, when has this many people came together and rode for something since
Right.
the civil rights, like especially our generation, because we all 40 and under.
Mhm.
And what's I ain't gonna say society, but what the media want to do is they want to influence the young people. Flex got the mind of young people. That's the biggest threat. The young people, because once you get the young people, that ideology, that energy, that motion, and that movement is going to continue to go unless you wipe out all those people. The thing is, Flex got the mind of the young people. That's what's the most dangerous part of it.
Mhm.
Everybody that rock with him on the mass level is under 40 years old. You got some people that's 40 and above, but you got to realize these people that come from the Democratic plantation that's getting their eyes opened up now. They're literally just getting their eyes opened up because there was nobody from the last 40 years, 30 to 40 years, that actually made sense and opened their eyes up to what's actually going on. Like that's actually going on, bro. We didn't know nothing about none of this stuff that was going on until like the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Everybody was just living their life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But once, you know what I'm saying? Certain people started coming out and just be like, nah, this was really going on. Like, you got to pay attention. Then people started actually paying attention, putting context to actions. And everybody looking like, damn, Obama was that BS. They throwing, and then you got to realize that the Democratic Party, they're so bold right now. They're so bold right now.
Facts.
They're super bold right now. Like, it's just a lot of stuff people not rocking with. Like, do you realize how many people don't even go to church no more? Because they got ATM machines in there. They doing prosperity preaching. What's this goofy name? Jamal Bryant, who got his wife in there in the magic.
Yeah, he just
bro, listen. Bro, when you read the Bible, what's the first thing it say? Do not mix politics and religion
at all. Yep.
What's the first thing the Democratic Party did? They went to New Birth Church here in Atlanta, because you know I'm in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to churches, mixing politics with the church. That goes to show you, bro, these people have no respect for nothing. They're all about power and votes. When you about power and votes, that go to show you that the people that's up under them, that's their constituents, they don't care about you, because they don't live by righteous or ethic morals or values. Because if you are an actual righteous person, you know you're not supposed to mix politics and religion.
Yeah.
You know that.
At all. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, for real. I'm with you 1,000 on that part.
I'm a land right there.
And that's how they do, though. I did a video on that with Fannie Willis and Bryant. They did a little video together. And they didn't want to bring up that term, but Ainswell.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna definitely throw it back to you. But I said that would it be dangerous them labeling Tariq a leader? You know, because we sticking up for each other and standing up right now. And you know, I don't like that. You know, because I feel like that could put him, us, anybody in harm's way with them grouping up people. So how you feel about that? Do you feel like that could come back by them doing that?
It's an attempt. I don't think it's going to work, but it's definitely an attempt. That's what they doing in real time. They're attempting to label him not. Well, I don't even know. I can't say not, because some of them know that it's dangerous for them. You know what I mean? Given the history of all the black leaders we had in the past.
Right, but think about it. The Black Panther Party wasn't no game.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That wasn't no game. Yeah. That was just.
Yeah, they're threatened by any of us who's just being honest out here, man.
Yeah.
And to be honest, just the same way I said how the tethers is they the best promoters of delineation. Us speaking our experience is the best promoters of what we talking about. Because everybody can compare. Like we don't know we don't all know each other, but we can't all have the same experience by accident. You know what I mean? So shout out to you and all the FBA family that's doing their thing and speaking their truth and telling what's going on.
For real. For real.
Rob,
Yeah. Jada.
remember what's this April? I think I want to say I said it back in January or February. I can't remember if I was on live stream with you or if I was in the comment section. And I think I was in the comment section. And I was like, y'all think it's dangerous now, wait till later on. And then I said that for the reason, I think I put the reason in the comment section, but I try to be careful with what I say because, you know, people always watch.
For real.
So
Always.
I think I said it in code and I was like, these democratic cities, I was saying it to say these democratic cities that when they see that the power structure of these blue states and these blue cities jump on the wave and they open their eyes, they're literally going to send law enforcement out here to create situations in order to harm people because they're losing influence. So when they lose influence in these blue cities, Atlanta used to be a blue city, but it turned red.
Right.
So we don't have a lot of violence in Atlanta like we used to. Yeah, it still be BS go on, but that's everywhere. But it used to be crazy. But that's when I was saying that day. I said, bro, it's gonna get real violent because these people are gonna be real desperate. They're gonna be real frustrated because they have no political control no more. And that's when they don't have political control no more, they're going to create problems in order to get political control.
Right.
That's what I meant by that.
Yeah. No, that make perfect sense. But I like what's the name Larry Holland said. He said we need to balance out this nonprofit stuff Tariq is showing us. It could be done. We can kickstart FBA businesses one city at a time. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
I think he's so dangerous.
Go ahead, Ainsworth.
That's why I think he's so dangerous. They think the fire from his candle is going to light a whole bunch of other candles in different
It is.
It already done started. It already started.
Exactly.
That's why they keep labeling him a leader because they want to get him up out of here because, bro, you got to realize when you got 49 million people that's influential individually, all it takes is for one person to do something on the internet or do something that's popular. Everybody in our culture gonna gravitate towards it. Once the whole culture gravitate towards it, where does it go after that? I'm saying where does it go after that? Across the whole world. That's why this FBA situation is so dangerous to them. It's like he said, it's a renaissance, it's a mass awakening. Bro, people not going for this BS no more when it comes to how we getting treated, how we getting mistreated, what we not getting, what we supposed to have, bro. People is tired of it because everybody coming over here to this country flourishing but us. We got to start out with a 0 credit score. These people come over here with a perfect credit score. They get business loans, they get grants. We don't get none of that. You got to literally work your way up you got to work your way up in order to even be considered to even get a loan.
Facts.
These people come over here getting this stuff handouts.
Easy.
And a lot of them think they're getting it too. A lot of them think that we got the same option. Like we can get it and get approved.
We don't, bro. I'm gonna tell you a secret, right? I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm in the Atlanta area, the Alpharetta area. It's a specific area, bro. It's about a good 120,000 East Indians. Do you know every last one of them? Besides Dairy Queen, it ain't no more Blimpies nowhere. I don't know if they over the country, but Indians used to be owning Blimpies and Subways, like sub shops and stuff like that, and Dairy Queen. But I'm gonna tell you for a fact, because I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. Every last one of these people is living in $500,000 to $600,000 houses or better, and you don't see them in no businesses running anything. And I'll be sitting here wrecking my brain like, where in the F is they getting this money from to afford this? And you do not, bro, you don't even see people at gas stations pumping gas.
Damn.
That go to show you the level of government benefits that they give immigrants. We get none of this stuff, bro. I became successful on my own. I didn't get no handouts. I graduated from high school, went to college, got out of college. I did about 3 years of effing off or whatever. But after those 3 years, I was like, all right, it's time for me to get back on my business. You know what I'm saying? And then I just started grinding. I learned about LLCs. I learned about any and everything it takes to get successful. Because you already know what I do, Rob. But bro, I didn't get no grants. I didn't get no loans from the government. No nothing. I had to start from the very, very bottom. I'm talking about even to buy my first house. Buy my first house, bro. They have programs. Where really it really is like almost like a home on a course where they'll give you some type of assistance or whatever, but you gotta qualify just for that.
Yeah, for real. Stephen O'Neal.
Bro, it's really stacked up against us to not own or to live comfortably in society. Like when you born as an FBA, bro, you're born into the most luxury country on this earth with all the odds stacked against you. You have to be in the top 20% of your race in order to get something.
For real. Yeah, big fact.
And even when we do get the businesses and all that, they hit us with all the red tape. Oh, you gotta have this up to code. You gotta do this and that. You gotta get this inspected. But these foreigners, they don't need. They do not get inspected. They don't have to deal with none of the regulations and rules that we gotta apply to. It don't apply to them. All of that is just specifically targeted for us. You know what I mean? To discourage us from actually wanting to do for ourselves.
Facts.
Rob, I was talking. Oh, my bad, big dog. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead. I'm done.
I was talking to this. I remember one day, man, I was out and about. I was talking to this Arab, and I can't remember what the initial conversation was, but I know the conversation had went into politics type of way. And he wasn't like your typical Arab, like, you know what I'm saying, Bin Laden type Arab or Persian Arab or whatever, but he was actually like a younger guy, but he was an immigrant, like from another country. But he was a younger guy, but he was from another country. And so we got into the conversation or whatever, and he was like, you know, a lot of people respect Black people. The only thing we don't understand is why y'all haven't got up and took any real violence against this country. And I was sitting there thinking about that. I was like, man. Because he was like, in the country we from, we willing to die for it. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, people done already died in order for y'all to get here and all this other type of stuff. But they looking at it like, since the country is a well-oiled machine right now, and listen, these people from other countries, they know what this country owes us.
Yeah.
They just not gonna speak up for us because in their minds, they had to go through hell and hot water just to get over here. They're not gonna jeopardize their comfortability for somebody else to live better if they got to go back home to wherever they come from, whatever second world or third world nation they come from. But the guy who said it, he was just like, in my country, if my people was treated like this by somebody else that's not of the same race, we would literally overthrow the government. But it's like, you got to realize this is America. we built the most powerful country, and then what resources that they did have, they put that into technology for the military. So it's to the point where we can't even fight the military at this point.
At
It's too
all.
advanced. It's too advanced.
It's way too advanced. Nothing we can do with the military. They got, but what we can do is this though, just like we were saying, we can really like, do we have enough money? I want to ask you this, Gito. Do we have enough money to self-fund our own projects?
I mean,
That
yeah, of
means
course. Yeah. We just seen that when we just raised $250,000 for Hidden Color, Hidden Color 6.
Hidden Color 6. That's what I'm saying. We raised that money up for a documentary. We need to be doing the same thing for
But
a clinic. We need to be doing
I'm
this.
gonna tell you what the issue is. And I don't want to say this in the wrong way, because I want to be very concise with what I say. We need more credible people with a bigger voice like Flex, that's gonna actually that everybody can come in and put their money in, and then like just like, okay, like we got like LeBron, like how we got all our celebrities and basketball players and stuff like that. These people already then did the work, honed their skills in order to make it into the position of where they're worth all this money. The
Right.
thing is, we don't have enough people that's not in the pocket with white people.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Once we
you gotta remember though, we already did all the building. You know what I mean, in this country. And these hold on one second.
Yeah. What was my question? My question was, could we just fund our own projects and move forward to where we get everything we want from us, like how Flex doing? I get what you're saying too, Gita. You saying we need more people that's like Flex, pretty much that's on it, on what they doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tariq doing. But we need people that's can learn from Tariq with what he doing and say, okay, we doing this. We need to crowd fund on this.
That's cool.
we need more people that's on code, that's actually gonna do what they say they gonna do, and then the support is there.
Y'all gotta remember our trauma though from dealing with these people over here. It wasn't just one Black Wall Street.
Right.
We built whole towns all over this joint, and they burnt them down and found their way to justify it and make everybody else forget about it. You know what I mean? They just go with it, spin the new narrative. We tired of that. We tired of all that. You know what I mean? But to be honest, we don't have much fighting left to do, because we at the finish line. It really don't. It might not seem like it to a lot of people, because there's still people suffering and all that. But this about to be a good summer for us. Why?
For real. No, I'm with you on that, DJ Bread. Salute. But yeah, I mean, we just trying to really I asked that question was just because we ain't getting we don't have no allies. So we all we got at this point. So it's nothing, it's nothing else we could reach out and think somebody gonna hold us down. So that's our only hope. So yeah.
Check this out, right? Check this out. What if I don't want to? You know me, I'm from the crib, so sometimes I'm gonna talk how I want to talk, but I don't want to disrespect your platform. But when I get frustrated, I like to get gutter with it.
Mm-hmm.
If Umar was a real nigga and he
Right.
got up with Flex, imagine what could happen.
Facts.
This man raised $5 million and blew it on Popeyes, strippers, Cisco liquor. You know, that's that bum drink. Like, bro, Umar, listen.
Yeah.
If Umar was really about that, I mean, we already knew Umar wasn't about it, because look who his mentor is and his idol is, Marcus Garvey. He was he was green out the gate. But if Umar really was one of them ones, when Flex put him on Hidden Colors and he aligned with Flex how he was supposed to align with Flex, boom, that's two powerhouses. Then boom, we can have another powerhouse that'll go with that powerhouse. The thing is, we don't have enough people that's actually on code with real voices. Everybody not on code when it comes to people, because money changed people. You got it, like I said, you got a lot of people. I seen somebody. I looked at the comment. I seen somebody in the comment said politicians are paid for, which is true. I ain't look at their name. I just saw the comment real quick because politicians are paid for, but Flex is not a politician
at all. No,
he's a thought leader. He's not the leader of FBA, but he is a thought leader. I'm a thought leader. You're a thought leader. But that's the thing. We need more thought leaders with big platforms that's actually like what's your boy name? Afro Elite.
Yeah.
He can get, and he's younger than, I don't know how old you is, Rob. I think you're around my age, like 37, 38, 39. Probably a little younger. But I know Afro Elite is 36. He got a lot of emotion when he speaks on his live streams. Because I've been in his live streams listening to sometimes. But the thing is, he actually stand on business.
Yeah,
he stand on business. The thing is, we just gotta get enough people that's just on code. If we donate to you one time, if you're gonna have a project and everybody that's on code, if you got 1,000 people in your chat room on your live stream and you do a Kickstarter and a fundraiser and say this is what you're gonna do, you only get one time. That first time, if you don't deliver, we gotta pack you up.
Yeah.
You're out of here, bro. You only get one time with us because we not gonna waste time on people that's playing because we not playing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Umar did have man potential though, because he is intelligent. He's fairly intelligent, and he know how to vote. He know how to pontificate. You know what I mean? He's good at speaking to different audiences very clearly. You know what I mean? He just went down the sucker route. When he did that $500 date shit, bro.
Man.
Somebody said Afro Elite 27 years old. I don't know his specific age. I thought I heard somebody say he was 36 one time. That's why I said that, but I don't know his actual age. But he's a very intelligent person and he got a lot of traction.
And these the people who be getting like shadow banned and all that.
Yeah, you can't get your
check. I don't want that message to get out that fast. It's too late though, because we already out.
Will say it's enough people just have to get together off their sites, do things behind the scene. Agree. Salute to that. But yeah, what you were saying, Ainswell, about Dr. Umar.
He did have potential, man, but like I said, man, like, and that $500 date with the ladies, that was, to me, that was like, you solidified yourself as a sucker for that.
Man, Umar said he want a baby with Sukiana. I knew it was over with.
Yep.
Ain't nobody finna play with him like that, man. But what are you talking about? But we ain't got time for that. She in Walmart. Sukiana in Walmart on the pharmacy countertop twerking for a Plan B and Hennessy. But what are we talking about? That's too much. That's too much degeneracy. And Umar talking about she's a queen and she conscious. Well, guess what? She in somebody's pocket because ain't no conscious queen twerking on Walmart pharmacy counter talking about Hennessy and Plan B. Man, who is you playing with? I really feel disrespected because I feel like you insulting my intelligence, honestly.
Right.
And I be feeling some type of way about older, like if you grown, because I don't know how old. I know Umar is he got to be in his 40s at least, but you can't be that old and that horny that you operating off of that. Like, do some actual business that's better be productive for the family, because he like I said, man, he had appearances on I don't know how many different news stations. Like, he had the opportunity to actually build something worthwhile and blew it. That's why I had to apologize, man, on behalf of Philly. I apologize.
I seen when you said that.
I
But bro,
apologize.
we got a lot of
Ainsworth, that's much respect because I ain't gonna lie. Umar and Meek Mills got Philly looking real bad. But we know
Don't
Philly,
mention me. Please don't.
No, I like Meek Mills. He actually one of
No,
my favorite rappers.
I ain't listened to Meek since he was rapping with T.I. back in the day.
dang, and you from Philly.
I haven't been a fan since the Flamers mixtape. You know what I mean?
Flame, which Flamers? I like
That
Flamers
was the
4. Which
beginning.
one?
1, 2,
Dang,
maybe
you talking about the
2.5.
beginning.
Man,
2.5
Flamers 4
is
was
what
that.
I'm talking.
Flamers 4 was that deal though.
He had a hell of a run, man.
No, but I really thought Meek Mill, when Meek Mill was doing for that reform for people in probation, I really
Right,
thought that was stand-up stuff though. You feel me?
right, right. Like I
I
said, he
can't lie.
did some cool stuff, but he also embarrassed us too, Billy.
50 plus. Yeah, man. But I mean, what we was talking about was Umar is kind of, I know y'all saying if Umar was real, but my point is Dr. Umar was already, he had to been already control opposition. I don't think he was just
Don't
somebody
even
that got
Don't
rid
even
of
say that.
like,
Rob, don't say that because they gonna clip you. They gonna clip you.
yeah, they may clip me. I ain't even
Yeah,
gonna
don't even say that.
say
Don't even say that. Whether you feel it, think it, or whatever, don't even give him a chance to clip you, bro. Don't even give him a chance to clip you. So just be like Umar Goofy and just leave it at that.
for real. They definitely trying to clip me up. But yeah, man, I just feel like I don't know why our people wouldn't, if you in position, you wouldn't want to make sure we good. You wouldn't want to like do something that, because I know we could do the same thing that Tariq did with his movies. We could do that with projects, and it's not rocket scientists. It's not that hard. You get what I'm saying? But it's like it's something in the way. It ain't just money and us. It's like it's something else. It's a force behind that, in my opinion.
Nah, Rob. See, the thing is, Flex about 30 years in the game though.
Yeah.
He 30 years in the game. I mean, Flex been on national TV since '95. I remember watching Flex when I was in Decatur, and my brother was on that New Whoppy and stuff back then. He throwed off. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying that this is some context. But I
Right.
remember when my brother was on that New Whoppy and stuff, and I remember him looking at I didn't know who Tariq Sheed was because I want to say I was like 13, 14 back then. And this was in '99. And he used to have Flex playing in the background, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm hooping, I'm playing basketball. I used to run through the house or whatever. My older brother, this one of my older brothers, I got a bunch of older brothers. And he was playing it, and I was just like, man, who is this nigga? And he was doing Mac lessons, but he also was kicking conscious game at the same time too. So sometimes when my brother was playing that stuff, I'd come downstairs and I just sit down and just chill and just, you know what I'm saying? I'm kicking it with my brother, but he was watching Flex back then. I didn't even know who the fuck Tariq Nasheed was. But he always had been on the conscious path, but at the same time, he wasn't on pro lineage back then. He always had motion. He always had motion. So to go back to answer your question, what I would say is we just need way more credible people with more visibility. The more credibility and visibility you have, the more people is willing to support you. Thing is,
Yeah.
black people are skeptical people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you an example. I was on Facebook earlier today, and it was some little chick had dropped in the news feed, was like, I'm retwisting locks for $45. And I seen like 300 comments was like, everybody know you don't get your hair done for $45 no more. It seemed like a sham. One thing about black people, bro, if it don't sound too good to be, if it sounds too good to be true, bro, we not touching it.
Facts.
We not touching it. So everybody know authentic stuff. That's why the grassroots for Flex and all his projects is so authentic because we can hear the truth in what's going on. We can feel the truth in what's going on.
Facts.
So if it sounds sketchy and it feels sketchy, we're not going to touch it
at all.
And that's the and that's that real Majara spirit, because we got real vibes. Be like, nah, that's that bullshit.
For real.
Am I lying? Am I lying?
For real. No, you ain't lying. People don't even know.
We have as FBA people, bro, we got a sixth sense for bullshit. We be like, hell no, I ain't going over there. I'm straight on that.
Facts. You don't need nobody to give you no signal or nothing.
Exactly.
You know you see it or hear it.
For real. For real. Shout out to you, man. Y'all that damn okay. I was hoping I ain't freeze up or nothing.
You good.
We've been lied to too much. Shout out to Levon. Yeah, man, we've been lied to. Everyone has a family member who has been true, who has been through the U.S. military. That's scary to someone who is against us. Yeah, man.
The best part about the lineage movement is, bro, it's gonna keep picking up more and more and more steam. But the worst part about it is the backlash that's gonna come from the top down to the bottom from this. That's the worst part about it. But at the same time, we way more resilient than our ancestors.
Yeah.
What kind of backlash?
You say what?
What kind of backlash you think we will get?
Bro, they're going to do backlash legally.
Of course, they doing it now.
They're gonna do it legally.
They always did that, yeah.
Yeah, they doing it right now. People discrediting FBA, that's a part of it. That's a part of it.
The discredit is the minute part, bro.
Yeah,
they
that's
are
the
going.
First stage.
That's the minute part, bro. These people are really going to push back on this, because you got to realize you have an entire lineage of people that's literally in the position to rise up on the political party, and we're wrecking shit right now. We're literally crashing out political parties. And then when it gets to the point where people just gonna be like, all right, we not banking with this company no more. We not eating over here no more. We not shopping over here no more. We not buying these shoes no more. Mm-hmm. You got to realize the first thing they say is, well, we got 1.27 trillion in spending power. Once that money leaves, they're going to have to do two things. They're going to retaliate or give in. Which one you think they're going to do first?
Retaliate.
Exactly.
Yeah, they ain't going to just give in easy.
The funny part is they've been retaliating since we began this awakening.
But that's the thing, though. It ain't bad yet, because it's not affecting our everyday life. It's affecting certain people's everyday life if you live in one of those cities where they got full control. If you don't live in one of those cities that where the blues got full control, you Gucci. But if you live in those cities, bro, listen, your license better be valid. Your tag better be up to date. You better not have no paraphernalia in the car. You better not jaywalk. Because these people is going to use every tactic to get you up out of here. They're going to go through a massive sweep in all these blue cities, every stronghold, anywhere, bro. It's literally a war against us right now. And the thing is, the ones that's woke, we can see the war. The ones that's not woke, they're going to be what do you call it? Collateral damage.
Collateral damage.
Y'all see how us minding our business got everybody else in the frenzy, though? Like, that's the crazy part to me. Like, we not hating anybody. We just defended ourselves from anyone that we deem as a threat and minding our business. And they going crazy, bro. Everybody, even some FBAs is going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
loving every piece of it, though.
Every piece.
I'm gonna tell you what our only problem is, Rod. We gotta get. I want to put it a specific way, because I'm not trying to offend nobody. We gotta get our stumped down warrior class, the most ignorant of us that's willing to crash out, we got to get them on board. Once we get them on board, it's over with.
Yeah. Cause they on some dumb stuff right now. They brainwashed. So
You
they
seen what
doing
Pooh Shiesty just did?
yeah. That's why I said if we was doing that to them people who was back, for the record deal, so we can have the music industry to us. We were supposed to be doing that in the 90s with Ice Cube them. You get what I'm saying?
That's our only problem, bro. We gotta get our low vibrational class on code. Once the low vibrational class on code, they vibration gonna instantly raise. And then once we got the low vibrational class on code, we got way more numbers, and we got the real crash outs that's willing to crash out for a good reason, bro.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a real problem. Cause right now, the most people that's on code in our lineage, these are all the thought leaders and the thinkers.
Right.
We are the free thinking people that can see the BS that's going on in this country. A lot of people still sleep. It's way more people that's awake now than people that was asleep the last 10 years ago. A lot of people awake now. The thing is, we need way more people that's awake. The ones that still stuck in the poverty mindset, the ones that still stuck in the F this, F that, I'ma do me, I gotta get me. Nah, we need y'all to sit down, understand what's going on, and then look at what we doing. And we actually gotta help these people too, man, because everybody ain't well off like that. So they gotta crash out in order to feed their family. And that's something you gotta understand and realize. These people, you got some people that just like to crash out too, though. You
Yeah.
can't help them. You can't help them. Let them crash out.
Right.
But the ones that's actually crashing out because they trying to do for their family, them the ones we got to sit them down and be like, look, we got to invest back into our own community too, bro. We got to do that because it's a lot of people out here that's crashing out just because they trying to do for their family. The ones that's gonna crash out just because that's just how they are, let them crash out. A lot of people gonna be lost in the war. That's any battle you fight, bro. People gonna be lost.
Mm-hmm. No,
But I'm not saying sacrifice nobody. We ain't trying to sacrifice nobody, but I'm just saying in the midst of you fighting the war, bro, people are going to be lost.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
we definitely got to get our lower vibrational people on a different frequency where they thinking like us, because we need those type of FBA people. We need them.
Yeah.
We don't need nobody outside our lineage, because even though they are crash outs, they still our people. We relate to them because we know where they come from. We come from that.
Mhm. Right. It's just we know that they brainwashed it and they don't understand. We gotta wake them up. We gotta wake them up.
That's what we doing now.
Mm-hmm.
They hearing us right now. They know that it's a whole lot of misguided anger going on, you know what I mean? And we undoing that right here.
Mm-hmm.
They know that we ain't our own enemy.
Yeah. Child of God, salute, man. They in the chat put there are millions who are military trained in our community. They're not all up on YouTube like those white dudes, but they're out there. Yeah. They is out there.
That's why I laugh when people say we ain't got no military. Oh, we got one. They just ain't wearing the uniforms y'all used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas can't aim either.
There is a lot of
Them niggas can't aim either, but they just be spraying up shit. Like, hey man, listen, if you're gonna spray something, spray it in the right direction, man. Like y'all need they be tripping, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
nah,
Kids, man.
You see my name?
aims well. Aims well.
Now y'all know where it came from.
For real. Oh, that's wrong.
Imagine the whole Chicago. They've been trying to flip Chicago red for a minute, but imagine the whole Chicago. You know how they get down, bro. Hey Rob. Remember I was telling you about. I was up in Chicago, up there. I told you, I said we was doing the prison reform center.
Yeah.
That was last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was up there for 4th of July, bro. And I used to see little clips and bits and this on the internet, but bro, we from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they 4th of July in Chicago is like something I've never seen in my life. Bro,
Wow.
they're literally taking fireworks and using them like guns. They shooting them at each other.
Damn.
I ain't never seen that in my life. I'm talking about, bro, they do this every year. They have firework wars. In Miami, we'll get the old green bean cans, the corn cans or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. We'll wrap them with duct tape, hit them
Bro.
with lighter fluid, and we'll make cannons. And we'll fire the cannons up in the air as a competition. Man, bro, they shooting Roman candles at each other.
Damn.
I did see a video of them shooting like a Gatling gun.
Bro, in Chicago, bro, they 4th of July is, bro, it's I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life, bro. I was like, bro, these wide
I
open,
ain't
bro.
never
I'm
knew
talking
it was
about
that. I seen the video. I ain't know that. I ain't never know what city it was in.
somebody, Levon Nicole said, unfortunately, it's like that in St. Louis also. Yeah, bro. I mean, that Midwest, bro, that
Yeah.
fireworks,
Ain't too
man,
far.
bro. Hey, bro, them firework wars they have in the Midwest, that's something I ain't never seen before. I said, bro, when it comes to them and how they get down, I respect Chicago. 100% I respect Chicago, but at the same time, we need all those type of people in Chicago that's built from that. We just need them to operate on a higher frequency to where they can channel that type of energy towards where it's gonna help us in a whole. It's one thing I noticed.
Yeah.
The NBA and rap culture, they take from regular everyday life that they grew up around. And I noticed if we change our consciousness on a whole mass level, I would say I've seen what's that? Kevin Durant. You got Kevin Durant. What's the other guy name? You got a lot of people in the NBA that pay attention to YouTube.
Almost fat.
And a lot of people in the NBA is jumping on the FBA wave because on Instagram I follow a lot of people in the NBA because I used to hoop and I played in college. I played with Tracy McGrady's nephew, Keedron McGrady, in
Okay.
Gateway High School in Florida.
Okay.
But bro, it's a lot of people in the NBA that pays attention to social media and they see this FBA wave, bro, and they're jumping on it. In a major way. They're jumping on it. If we keep up what we got going on, bro, once the real athletes and the millionaires and all this, man, bro, once we get all our people on code, man, it's over with.
Oh man, I can't wait, bro. That make me feel
It's
so
over
good.
with.
It's coming too.
We got to get the low vibration. We got to get our celebrities. We got to get our athletes. Everybody on code, bro. Once everybody on code, bro, them people ain't got no choice but to acknowledge us and pay attention to our wants and needs. Because once the athletes see that shit and the entertainers, they start portraying it in their music, in their videos, what's gonna happen after that?
Man, it's gonna be over with. It's gonna be over with. That's why I say I like the political. We got to get back to political rap music, man. We got to get back to that.
I can't even hear you, man. What happened?
You can't hear me?
Like a new Public Enemy.
Yeah, new Public Enemy. Can you hear me, Jada?
I think you muted me, Rob. I can't even hear me. My mic open.
Dang, you can't hear me. You got to turn your volume up. Turn your volume up, man. I'm gonna play this. Let's see what.
I'm gonna drop down, big dog, and come back in.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that in the chat, but I'm gonna play this real quick. Ainswell, hold tight. I'm gonna play real quick of what Tether Petite Flacco got to say. He been under some scrutiny.
Let's snitching hip hop since 6ix9ine. Gucci Mane just made sure that Pooh Shiesty isn't coming home anytime soon. The next time we see Pooh Shiesty will be 50 years old. In our last video, we revealed how Pooh Shiesty, his girlfriend, his daddy, they're all sitting in jail right now on Fed charges. And today, the feds finally came out, gave their press conference and broke down why they arrested Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, his girlfriend, among other people, including they got, an arrest warrant for Big 30 right now. And they broke down, it all stemmed from the...
Jitty, you back, fam? Okay, there you go. Hold on, let me remove this one. You back, fam? Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, remove that other one, cause
I was just about to remove this one. Okay.
Yeah, that's my fault. I don't know. I mean, my internet pretty good, but I don't know. I've been having problems with StreamYard sometimes when I come up on live, man.
Bro, you too, man. And what's the name? They accused me of knocking out Buddy viral way internet. He had to close his thing down. They tried to blame me for that, but it is what it is. You mean BBL Flacco? Y'all start that, man. Let me get this on, man. BBL Flacco. He do look like he got a BBL.
This Gucci Mane incident. See, we reported 4 months ago that Pooh Shiesty held Gucci Mane at gunpoint, made him sign a contract to take Pooh Shiesty from out of his deal. The feds update is even worse than I thought. First off, Pooh Shiesty is the dumbest human being on earth. You don't get much stupider than Pooh Shiesty. 2, Gucci Mane is one of the biggest rats in hip-hop history. One of the most surprising rats in hip-hop history. Gucci Mane is the last rapper that if you told me was a rat, I would tell you no way. Gucci Mane is officially a rat after today.
No, are we going? Is that how? Hey, man, when you sign up to it, Pooh is so goofy for this. Yeah, he definitely. But Pooh Shiesty ain't the first one to do this. The first person to do this was Suge Knight and Eazy-E. Y'all remember that?
I do remember that. TLC tried to do that with Clive and them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Who stopped them? I think it was Puff. Puff stopped them though. If I ain't mistaken.
Suge Knight got away with this. Allegedly, they said he made Eazy-E. They poured them things on Eazy-E and he signed the papers away. So, I mean, this is the type of stuff that this happened before. That's all I'm saying.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known...
Okay, we already went over that. Let's go back to what Flacco talking about.
Way or the easy way. They got Pooh Shiesty and his daddy at like a Staples printing out the contract they made up themselves. So they brought the contract to the studio. Pooh Shiesty told Gucci, hey, can I holler at you in the private room? Gucci said, yeah, they go to the private room.
Run it back a little bit?
Yeah, run it back like a little bit right there.
Let me go to what they...
Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover.
The indictment says Pooh Shiesty told Gucci, man, we can do this the hard way or the easy way. They got Pooh Shiesty and his daddy at like a Staples printing out the contract they made up themselves. So they brought the contract to the studio. Pooh Shiesty told Gucci, man, hey, can I holler at you in the private room? Gucci said, yeah, they go to the private room. Pooh Shiesty said, hey, listen, could you sign me out of this deal? Sign this contract and release me, please. Gucci Mane said, hell no, I ain't signing you out of the deal. Bro, bro, you just came home, you hot as grease. Bro, I'm not signing you out this deal, bro. Yo, you my artist. Pooh Shiesty got irritated. Then Pooh Shiesty told somebody to go ahead and grab his bag. The person then brought the bag to Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty pulled out an AR pistol, they said, and pointed it at Gucci and told Gucci to sign it. Gucci obviously said, all right, cool, I'll sign it. Now, while Pooh Shiesty got a pistol to Gucci Mane, making...
Gucci say, all right, I'll sign it. See, this is what I'm saying, man. When you got to play with people, it's crazy. On that contract stuff, the DOJ solving crimes this week. Levon put, it's true that they are trying to migrate the NBA. That's why there isn't any competition for real anymore. They had to dumb it down so that the less talent other players can play. I believe that, LeVon, because they got the talent ain't there no more.
Yeah, I ain't been watching.
Nobody watches basketball like they did. You know, all sports is getting bad.
Him sign it. Pooh Shiesty, grimy Memphis dudes is in the other room robbing Gucci Mane security, robbing like white dudes who came with Gucci Mane. These is business people. These is people who came with Gucci. White boys. They robbing the white boys for their Rolex bags with multiple watches in it, for their wallets, for everything. I'm like, hold on. If the purpose was to have them to sign you out of the deal, why are you robbing the people with Gucci? That makes no sense whatsoever. But the robbery continued, even though Gucci Mane was signing the contract to get Pooh Shiesty from out of it. Now, apparently, like...
That man too, Mrs. Listen, that man felt he got taken advantage of, so he getting all his money back. But this has been happening to our people for a long time. So it's like, you signing a deal right now. That's why I don't respect homeboy signing with Jay-Z. What's his name? LaRussell. I don't have the same form anymore because I respect independent. I'm not respecting you signing on to these white boys anymore. Robbing the white boys is the only reason he got popped. Oh, he robbed some white boys in there, right? The police probably wouldn't even care.
Pooh Shiesty had to ask his daddy, which is why the daddy is currently, in jail. Pooh Shiesty had to ask his daddy, hey, Pops, is this good enough? The Pops said, nah, Pooh, tell him to, sign a date.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
First off, man, Pooh, you going to jail, bro. Yeah, I don't know how much to explain this. You ain't coming home. See you at 50 if you're lucky.
Hard water is one of the biggest challenges homeowners face. For years, the only solution was salt-based water softeners.
I'm thinking at this point,
Man, he got 5 years for shooting somebody. I mean,
it's 60 plus, bro, because they got y'all in 4K. So Pooh Shiesty recruited one dust mice, one of the dustiest of the dust mice, called Damn Fool 375. So this dude he robbed the dudes who was with Gucci Mane, and they also robbed Gucci Mane as well, okay? So we see it right here. So on surveillance footage from the offense location, the individual believed to be Rogers can be seen exiting the building carrying what appears to be the Louis Vuitton bag reported stolen. Now, Rogers also posted a video on his Instagram showing him wearing a Rolex GMT Master Batman Rolex with an oyster steel that appears visually similar to the watch stolen from So this dude is flexing with stolen watches and stolen jewelry because he never had nothing, man. This dude.
Yeah, this is peon behavior. This is the kind of stuff Viral Way did when he was in the streets. Did dumb stuff.
His face was funny right there.
You got on
I never
that
seen Bull before today.
had an ankle monitor on. Just talked to his PO right before he did it. I mean, so much evidence. Gucci really don't have to say much. Do y'all think this hurt Gucci reputation?
Draw still stink, right? This dude look dusty, right? He never had nothing. He never had no Rolex. And it's a shame as well, because you doing drills for Pooh Shiesty, who's a multimillionaire, and you ain't never had a Rolex. So he's flexing, and the police is seeing this like, oh my God, just thank God. Thank God. And what makes things worse is the person who they robbed had air tags on the product. So they stole these things and they're bringing these things to their homes, and the air tags is tracking them the entire time. They're being tracked with the air tags. So the air tags got their location. Then the police go to your Instagram and see you posted up with the same things you, all right, but forget about it, bro. All right, bro, cool, man. Yo, Pooh Shiesty, you cook, bro. And after all this abundance of evidence, we didn't find out that everybody who got robbed, including Gucci Mane, is cooperating.
The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendant's roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least two of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense.
Yo,
let me ask you a real quick question, and then I'm gonna let you finish. On a level of 1 to 10, what you think this crash out is?
10.
I say 1,000.
He like if he would have just had a crash out do it, it would have been different. But he should have came in there like, I don't know, but it was better for him to just be free, bro. Even being a messed up contract, you signed it.
Listen, bro, Rob, he wasn't even free 6 months, and he about to do 60 years.
That's crazy.
What's the purpose of? Hold on. What's the purpose of being a rapper, being a sports icon? What's the purpose? To make it out of poverty.
This the problem though. They get robbed, and they don't like to tell people that they're getting robbed until at the end. Like in the beginning, they know they're getting robbed, but they feel like, you know what, I'm finna flaunt like I got it because I'm trying to sell. You get what I'm saying?
I don't even think he was getting robbed. I only think he was getting robbed because I just seen something last week where somebody was like glorifying him because all his cars are like rose gold or something. And they did like a whole documentary on him about, you know what I'm saying, about the man behind this and the man behind. I was like, it's a young nigga, whatever. But they made it a real big deal. I'm like, bro, you made it out of poverty. You got millions on millions. Like most of us, we straight. We good or we well off. Bro, you're financially free. 100%. What is you doing?
But sometimes with them rappers, they be in them deals that where they be having money that they owe. Get what I'm saying?
And a lot of times, all the stuff that they flaunt, the houses and all that, they don't own them houses. That's like in a contract. You can live here and you can rent here, but you don't own this. If you got to go, I mean, if we want you to go at any time, Yeah, we snatching the rug right from under your feet. It's all a charade. Like, I mean, a charade. These people don't really be having it like they be like. You see all the diamonds and all
So
that.
for
All that.
real,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
all theater.
jewelers be giving them that. I
Yeah,
don't think
and they
money.
don't be letting them have it. They be wanting it back. Yo, you can
Bro,
hold
they
this,
just
take pictures, video, da da da, this and that.
Ainswell, bro. Did you see the video of them stumping out Johnny Dane?
I didn't.
No.
But it's on the internet, bro. They put the beats on Johnny Dane because he was selling moissanite diamonds for years.
Oh, the little Asian boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was selling moissanite diamonds, passing them off as actual pressure cooked diamonds like from millions of years, but he was selling lab made diamonds, bro. They stumped
Wow.
him out.
Yep.
Recently, or this was a while
This
ago.
was this literally this was this week. Bro,
Damn.
go on YouTube right now and put in Johnny Dane stump out.
Wow.
Yeah, they
So I'm
did.
up for that fraud shit, man.
Hey,
You gotta keep
look.
it a buck now, man. You out here frauding, you gonna get revealed.
I wouldn't buy no jewelry if I had all that money anyway. I mean, it's just, to me, it's stupid. Man, I'm gonna shine on you in a different way. I ain't gotta buy. To me, I think different. I'm not gonna buy no jewelry. If I'm gonna buy some jewelry, I'm gonna just buy gold, and I'm
I
gonna
ain't
do
gonna
mine
do it.
different way. I might come like Thor with a solid gold arm or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do
Right.
something different.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely want a table banger.
There you go.
At least
But
one.
nah, bro, that's crazy though, man.
No, you talking about that was a couple days ago. Y'all want to
You
watch
see it
that?
now? You see it?
I don't want to flag the channel though. They be
No. Don't interrupt what you got going on. But I just wanted to bring that up because that's what they be doing. Like, cause he was saying like how they have all this money and they buying all this stuff and these houses be fake and stuff. Bro, they diamonds are fake. It can pass a dime. It can pass. No, I'm going by what Ainsworth said because it can pass a diamond tester
that's
test, but
yeah,
they're moissanite diamonds. They're not real diamonds.
exactly, fam.
Crazy. The scam never stops.
No, that's why we can't do business with people that's not us. That's a sign right there. Like,
Yeah, moissanite. He called. I'm talking about moissanite. Ainsworth, he called it. Yeah, bro. Them all that stuff be fake, bro. Remember they said how Pimp My Ride was fake?
yeah, it definitely
It's
was.
all a facade. It's all for show, man. And a lot of people tell you, bro, these rappers be broke. I can't say about the rappers in Atlanta because I see them in the areas I be in, but I don't know about people in other cities. Maybe I mean, hell, maybe they buying fake jewelry. I know their houses ain't fake because I see them.
But we got a blackout shortstop, man. We can't be. There's no way we should be buying diamonds from Johnny Dane, a Chinese man. That we got to get to being on code. On code is we got to spend money. We got to find. There is a black person too that do all of that.
They murked him. What was his name? Juke the Doula.
Yeah,
Duke the Jeweler.
Yeah, you're right.
He was one of those. He had custom pieces. I want to say he had like a Mega Man drill. Remember Mega Man had the little drill?
Yeah.
He had a Mega Man drill diamond piece, bro. I was like, damn, that's hard. I ain't never seen nothing like that, but he had actual diamonds from De Beers. If you know about diamonds, you know about De Beers. You seen what I Show Speed went through.
Right. It was crazy for him. That was crazy. But yeah, family, that's I want to show that, man. We got 15 more minutes, man, before I want to
You on the time schedule?
No, I ain't on the time schedule. I'll let y'all ride, but yeah, I got 15 more minutes, man, before I got what time it is. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get up out of here. But he put 360 deal, Jay-Z, Monopoly, and Airplay on concert tickets.
Let's get through it. I want to hear it.
Yeah. Y'all want to hear this? Check this out.
Let's say this in black and white. Either you're a U.S. citizen or you are not. Now, the left has spent decades cheapening what it means to be an American citizen. They've quite literally been chipping away at the basic value of American citizenship. They pretend to be altruistic. We know the truth.
What the hell is going on? So the Supreme Court is listening to arguments about the 14th Amendment, birthright citizenship. Trump's lawyer, whatever the fuck that dude's name is, I'll put it on the screen. He is basically saying that the 14th Amendment should only be applied to the descendants of enslaved people. That was what it should be applied to, right? Which that's not what the Constitution says. The Constitution says you were born here, you are American. So one of the Supreme Court justices asked this moron, under your argument, are Native and Indigenous people citizens? This motherfucker says, I think so. I'm gonna have to go check that, maybe, and I'm paraphrasing. But basically, he's like, I think so. What do you mean, I think so? That is an easy fucking answer. Yes, they were here first. What are you trying to do? Are you going to try to fucking deport Native and Indigenous people to where? This is their country of origin. I am so sick of this administration. I don't know why the Supreme Court even thought to listen to this stupid ass argument. Like, this is insane. I think so. And then the orange buffoon actually went to the Supreme Court like he was going to intimidate the justices or something. No president ever goes to the fucking Supreme Court. They never do. But this motherfucking moron in the car going over there like he going to do something, like flex his stupid orange ass powers or something. I am sick of this administration. I'm sick of this country. What do you mean I think so? Oh God, y'all, I can't. Every day I wake up. This man is still not in the spiritual realm. Anunnaki. Where are you guys? Okay. I don't know. I can't tell y'all what's going to happen because the Supreme Court is rogue. I don't know what they're going to do. But, wow, I think so. That's what he said. That's insane.
She still got to learn.
We got to talk about Donald Trump. So
what you said, bro?
she still got to learn.
Look at her, man. Look at her hairline. Bro, her hairline was like the old school Moon Man from McDonald's, bro. Remember the Moon Man with the shades on? He's on the skateboard. For
real, man.
Bro. Black women hairline is not that pushed back. They might be. Listen. One thing I know about black women, they gonna get some braids, bro. They gonna get some braids. They might be missing some edges on the They might be losing some edges on the sides or whatever, but my nigga, her whole top was pushed back blue. Her whole muffin was gone, dog. Bro, she is not one of our people, bro. She's not one of our people, bro. Bro, her whole rewind and look at it again after what I just said. Look at it again. Just rewind it just for a little bit and then keep going. Just a little bit. Look at her top, bro. As soon as I seen that, I was like, oh no. Oh no. Look.
Y'all, I can't. Every day I wake up. This man is still not in the spiritual realm. Anunnaki. Where are you guys? Okay. I don't know. I can't tell y'all what's going to happen because the Supreme Court is rogue. I don't know what they're going to do. But, wow, I think so. That's what he said. That's insane.
Oh, man, yeah, that thing was pushed back. That Shay was good. Yeah, man, he getting on her. Yeah, they saying that she ain't, he's saying that she ain't official.
Either way, she don't know she still think that the quote unquote Native Americans is from here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she questioning them.
Who is this?
They're not birthright citizenship. They not from here. The
Moon Man was a tether. LeVon said the Moon Man was a tether.
What I know, man? Okay, let me let this play. Y'all crazy.
We got to talk about Donald Trump. So Donald Trump just said history yet again. And let's just say, since Donald Trump been in office,
buddy in the delivery room,
all he has done.
You know, they don't like you to be talking. They don't like you to be talking. Like you can lose your job for this here. Like you can't be just talking and
was make history in the right way, not the wrong way. But Donald Trump became the first president to sit at an arraignment or argument about citizenship, the right ship citizenship. He became the first president to actually show up to make sure the ops don't win. Donald Trump is doing everything in his power to make America great. A lot of people are still complaining about the gas prices. Yes, everything, gonna cost. But after we defeat Iran, everything will be much cheaper. Donald Trump made that promise. As a man, you only have your vow and your word. So I expect Donald Trump to keep his word. He's gonna continue to make history. Yeah.
He's going to continue to make history. He might go down as one of the greatest presidents ever.
So while everyone is watching Epstein file, hush money scandal, and Lego war propaganda, something a little bit quieter and, shall I say, most probably far more sinister is happening at the Supreme Court. Because yesterday, the Supreme Court heard arguments in the Trump v. Barber case where they are basically contesting birthright citizenship. They are testing whether birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment can be narrowed to a status that can be canceled at any time. So this isn't just immigration policy. It is about whether being born here automatically makes you American or whether citizenship becomes conditional. Now, history shows us that when the world is on fire, like us in Iran right now, that is the time when they audit the books. They want you distracted by all of the spectacles, so you do not notice them rewriting the definition of American. And so as all of the spectacle grabs your attention, and believe me, I know there is a lot of it, that definition of American, that is constitutional. And whether you realize it or not, it affects all of us. So make sure you're paying attention. I know I am.
There is a case before the Supreme Court in which they will give oral arguments this coming Wednesday. It is regarding birthright citizenship in America. The birthright citizenship issue is very controversial, and it needs to just have the answer now so that we can put this to rest. The 14th Amendment is the constitutional amendment in question. After the Emancipation Proclamation, freed black.
I rock with her, man. She be doing the $5 Frosters, the gig is up. Yeah, she said black. But salute, fam. I'm gonna let her talk, man. Get her talk in, then I'm gonna let y'all get y'all peace, man, before we land the plane. Let me let her go.
Not Mexican, not Indonesian, not German, not Spaniard, nobody else. It was only for black freed slaves. That's it. Nobody else. But immigration attorneys, immigration judges, and politicians, and all these other corporations have all benefited. They've all gotten rich off of using the 14th Amendment that was hijacked from black folks to pad their own pocket and to fill our country with those who drop anchor, baby, here in this country, and then they just get to stay and bring 977 people from their country along with them for having one kid. No, it's time for that to end. You should be pissed off if you are an FBA when you see how bad the Democrats have used you. And now they want to continue to say, oh, we care about the working class. Oh, we care about black folks. No, they don't. No, they don't. If they did, they wouldn't have hijacked the 14th Amendment that was meant for our people and our people alone. So watch out for that. Listen to the oral arguments, because if they abide by the original intent of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, there's no other decision that they can make. It's easy, and it is intended only for black folks. We don't even need it anymore because black folks are not slaves anymore. This is not 1812. This is 2026, and we don't need it because it's been used and abused by illegal foreign nationals for far too long. They come here and they set up shop. They're still here illegally after 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Their kids become citizens just because they birthed them here. Nope. You don't get the golden ticket like that. Anyway, the 14th Amendment was hijacked against black folks to accommodate politicians, corporations, immigration judges, immigration attorneys. I guess y'all just gonna have to find another line of work.
She
cooked on that one. She cooked. She kind of got that Dr. Claude Anderson accent. Black folks. Dang.
Yeah, I agree with that, sister.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's standing on 10 with it. She's standing.
You want me to tell you something, Rob, real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Check it out, right? When you go to McDonald's, and I forgot you in Jacksonville, so but if you go to Miami, how many McDonald's you see in Miami? On one hand, how many McDonald's is in Miami? Maybe 2.
Yeah, it's not. It got
from Carol City to Overtown. It might be 2 McDonald's. How many Burger Kings is in Miami?
Up north, it's not a lot, you know.
Miami probably got about 36 Burger Kings, 2 McDonald's, because people don't eat McDonald's in Miami.
It ain't what. Yeah, I'm saying culture ain't about McDonald's there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying that to say this. When you go look at McDonald's here, where I'm at now, because you know I'm in Florida. Here in Atlanta,
in Georgia,
bro, these are high school kid jobs, summer jobs. Guess who working them?
Oh, immigrants.
Illegals,
Damn.
immigrants. They flood in all the McDonald's. Burger King is a patriotic restaurant of America. No foreigners. You either gonna be black or you gonna be white.
Damn, so they don't even hire immigrants and stuff like that.
You got me scratching
No,
my head right now.
they
Like,
don't. Listen, y'all, listen. Angel, bro, you gotta pay attention, bro.
You got me looking like I don't remember seeing a whole bunch of foreigners at Burger King.
And Ben Burger King had all me too as he's saying that. I'm like, it's crazy. He say
bro,
that.
Y'all gotta keep y'all eyes open, bro. Burger King is an American national restaurant. It is a corporation, but it is founded in American culture. McDonald's is worldwide.
Right. That's a
Burger
fact.
King not worldwide.
Wow. So they gonna do more for the black people. That's crazy.
Interesting.
That's very interesting, fam.
Burger King is not worldwide, bro. It's only you. If you're not white or black, I'm not saying they don't hire minorities or other ethnicities, because they do. But the thing is,
every time I
they're
went
not
into one, I always see black and white. It's not like
exactly.
that for McDonald's, fam. Like anytime I done seen, like I always know I always seen some Spanish people. You feel me?
I don't really bang with either one of them too much anymore. But back when I used to go, yo, I don't recall going to a Burger King and somebody not understanding me or me not understanding them.
Bro, y'all gotta pay attention, man. Listen, bro, my antennas is up. Bro, you do not see an influx of immigrants in Burger King. You won't ever see that. It is a national restaurant. They not even over the world. Bro, I traveled to so many countries. I want to say I probably traveled to like 72 countries, bro. Because you know what, my job, it takes me everywhere.
Right.
You'll see KFC in Jamaica. They got the best KFC in Jamaica. I don't know what the fuck they put in that chicken, but it's debonair, bro. It's debonair. But they got McDonald's all across the globe. Burger King is only in America. And you would not see an influx of immigrants in Burger King. You would not see that. McDonald's is a corporation worldwide. They have no allegiance to the country.
Right.
So what this sister
dude in the on the late night shift.
What this sister is saying right here on this clip, she's 100% right. If you look at the restaurants, bro, remember when we was growing up in the late 90s, early 2000s, high school, middle school, whatever, whoop de whoop, bro, we used to go to the YMCA, we used to go to Athlete's Foot Locker. We want to get a summer job.
Yeah.
We want to get a summer job. We 15, 16 years old. We gonna go work at McDonald's. We want to get our little paper up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mom Deuce gonna get us some school clothes, some school shoes, but we trying to shine. So get what? We gonna go out, you know what I'm saying? Catch the metro, catch the MARTA, whatever it is. We gonna go get on the bus. We gonna go shop for ourselves. You know, we fast. We gonna hop on public transportation in the middle school and high school. They ain't man, nobody worry about that. We got our own paper. You're going to get out there. You're going to go cut some yards, cut grass, whatever it takes to get you some paper or whatever. Even though your parents still doing for you, you still want your own paper. But, bro, there is no more summer jobs. It's all done by illegals.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The next time y'all go to a restaurant, look at the demographic that's running that restaurant. That'll tell you what the city you live in, basically, and what they doing over there.
Big facts, yeah.
They took over the paperboy jobs too. Remember, you used to be able to be a paperboy.
Yeah.
Now it's all
they don't even sell newspapers like that no more, though. That's crazy.
They be throwing them out the car.
Yeah.
Out the van window.
Yeah, I remember newspapers used to be the thing. The Miami Herald, the Sun Sentinel, we used to get them like right at the crib. But yeah, man, things is changing. Man, y'all know how we do, bro. I appreciate Don Jeter, man, Ainsworth for coming in, y'all. We gonna be live tomorrow. We gonna tap in. I know we probably gonna see what the streets talking about me on the internet, because I know people reviewing that video, man. A lot of content creators, but it's good, man. It's good that they pushing the channel out there. So, man, I love and appreciate y'all, bro, for tapping in. Y'all know how we do, man. We gonna be in the Discord. I put the Discord in the link. So if y'all, I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
We definitely on that Discord. We definitely on that Discord.
Yeah, we on the Discord now. And that's when it all goes down. So I had a brother. I got FBA Revolt. He in the Discord, man. He wanted to discuss some economics. So he got a YouTube channel. Ainsworth put me on him. Brother FBA Revolt. So we're trying to bring, it's some FBA content creators talking about trying to get in there. So y'all look out, man. And we're gonna try to bring more discussions, more meetings. And on that Discord, I'm gonna be coming on there a little bit more often, just talking and vibing with y'all. So, man, y'all hit that like button on your way out. I love and appreciate y'all. We're going live tomorrow, man. So y'all tap in with your boy tomorrow, man, if you're free. So y'all be safe. Ainsworth, Don Jeter, bro. Y'all can land y'all plane and give a shout out if y'all want, man. And before we get up out of here.
Hey, man, shout out to you. Shout out to the chat. Because I normally don't look in the chat room, but I see everybody rocking, everybody on code. It's all love. Ainsworth, Call Dog, Levon Nicole, Shay, Go Gadget,
love.
CRU, Royalty, FBA. Everybody, man. It's all love, man. Everybody on code, because, we ain't up here lying about nothing.
Exactly.
So, everybody peeping the play, everybody up in their vibrations. We, we just moving, man. Just, much love, shout out, man. I appreciate everybody.
Yes, sir.
For real. We appreciate you, bro. Salute. Ainsworth, go ahead, man, and land yours before we get out of here.
I'm already landed, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Salute, family. So yeah, man, y'all, we on here tomorrow just having our vibe. We just come on here where we can just kick it and talk to us, and we ain't gotta be, hiding about what we saying, even though we don't want to say too much. But y'all tap in, man. Show your family some love, and y'all hit that like button on your way out. But I love and appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love.